And I'm really expecting to see how this would work. And we see that both of the players with the thumbs up. This is going to be a very hyped game between Mexico and the United States. And I'm very hyped to see this. Ooh, baby, we're seeing the Gen with the Palutena and CK with Rob. This is one of the the bad matchups for Rob, as a lot of people tend to say, but I've seen Big Boss play, and I know that CK also has taken a couple of pages from his book, and not gonna lie, I'm very hyped to see this.
Yeah, it's interesting to see these two characters because I think a lot of us players are familiar with these two because it's two of the most popular characters that we see on brackets. It's one of those matchups that every player that wants to take this game competitively should be used to because you're gonna be seeing them every single time. And yeah, Palutena, Jen trusting his main because we saw Jen yesterday playing a variety of players, like 5 or 6 different characters, and CK also going for Rob, which is arguably his strongest character. So both of them going all for it on this losers round 1 match.
And of course, I mean, that's exactly what you have to do. You have to give your 100% in every single match that you're in. Kind of a wonky interaction right there, but a couple of nairs here and there, and try to get the, ooh, with the backer just burning Lady Palutena's hair off, and trying to go for the spike. That is plausible. I've seen it happen a lot of times, but it seems like CK doesn't quite have the, oh no, doesn't quite have the timing there. So be careful in that type of situation, because right now I don't think an up throw will kill from Rob if he hits the platform, but you still have to be careful in one of those interactions, a couple of straight interactions, a couple of percentage hits, and then you're going to be gone, bonking your head straight into the ground.
Yeah, it's anybody's time to take the stock right now, both of them at over 100%, and we know both characters have very good options, and we see CK finding the first hit with that backer, takes the first stock, but Jen, of course, pressuring off stage with the variety of attacks. He's gonna go deep with that nair, does not take the stock just yet. CK gets that throw from the gyro, gets some percentage done, but it's not enough to take a good advantage against Jen. Second stock on both of them, very even percentage. It's gonna be CK trying to use the gyro once again to go in. He's gonna find his way back, 40%, getting the most out of this string, but it's gonna be now Jen's turn, going here with the classic, with the aerials, with the escalera, going up there with the uppers, does not take that much damage, but I mean, he's keeping it close.
As it should be. Understanding when you have to keep the distance and when you have to close the gap is very important in these type of situations, especially against characters like Palutena and Rob. So knowing this against these type of very common matchups that you will be experimenting later on within bracket and within your Smash career in general, you have to like understand and know when and where you have to be aggressive and when you have to retreat. After all, tactical retreats are part of this, and now we're seeing exactly that coming from Jen, because he knew he couldn't extend right there. And CK, even though a lot of players tend to say that whenever you're below or whenever you're above, well, the second one, Jesus Christ, put your hands up in the air if you just don't care, man. CK with the double upper to take the stop.
Yeah, good job by CK. Jen, a great DI on the first upper, but the second one is gonna be enough. 101% of his side. Jen looking for the classic, the confirm to take the stop, does not do it just yet, but keeps the pressure on the ledge. He's gonna get the grab, he's gonna get the backer, and that's enough. We're gonna go into a last stock situation on this game 1, and it's gonna be CK who's gonna try and go for the first hit, 43%, but it's now Jan's turn, and he's got a better position right now, covering the ledge, but he's gonna be turned around just as I'm talking about that. Gets an upper, CK gets this knife here, tries to pressure with the gyro, no punish there, questionable recovery from Jen, but makes it back, and it's now his turn to deal the damage with the aerials, going from side to side, gets the last hit of that nair, is gonna pressure on the ledge once again, waiting, reacting, good reacting, gets the throw off back into off stage, and it's the pressure. It looks like Jen has got control of this once again.
Man, like, what am I seeing? Jen is consistently placing CK in a forever disadvantage state, man. Like, CK just can't catch a break. What we thought could have been an advantage for him right now, it seemed like a disadvantage. Oh my god, the neutral get up, getting covered. Every single option was covered, man. I just dropped my phone of the emotion right there. Every single option was covered with that back air. Very well done from CK to understand that he didn't attack that. That was his doom. Chat, I'm sorry I dropped y'all. I'm seeing y'all on my phone, but it was very nice.
Yeah, it started, the first stock was going with a backer, and the second stock is also with the backer, the same way it started. Great job there from CK taking the first game on his side, and we're gonna be staying with the same characters and also on the same stage. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I guess both of them felt comfortable. I really don't know if they gentlemen to it, but I mean, come on, it's Hazard's on. Just choose another stage. But oh well, it happens, I guess. And now we're seeing that precisely CK is the one that's having a little bit of a problem here, trying to get in Jen's face. And like we're seeing a little bit of a difference in regards to momentum, as we're seeing Jen feeling himself a little bit more after that first game, and now CK is the one that's been placed in the disadvantage. And it seems like Gen is using Palutena's tools a lot better than he was beforehand. But with that jab lock, it seems like CK is within the match once again. This could be it. Ooh. No.
We saw Gen mashing out of that correctly, does not get hit by that. He's going to try to get the down tilt to forward. That does not take the stock just yet, but once again, just like we saw on the last game, he's going to keep the pressure on the ledge, gets the grab, he gets a throw off of that. No follow-up just yet. CK, I think that clank, I don't know if that hit the stage, but it's going to be Gen taking the first stock with that pressure on the ledge. He's going to try to get some percentage, and yeah, he's going to start here what we call some of those cuts in combos, but hey, it's working out on his favor, 50% already. And could it be that he wants to close this as fast as possible? He tried, he didn't do it. Great tech from Gen, who stays alive and actually gets a punish off of that tech.
Impressive, not gonna lie, but then he gets up to attack the gyro and just extends his hitbox forever, and then gets burned once again. Palutena's hair smelling very, very awkward after getting burned with that back air. Once again, throwing every single option that he has out there, and then CK just tries to go for the side B to reflect the auto radical, doesn't quite get it, and now we're seeing once again CK in a disadvantaged state, not really within the gameplay, but more so within the percentage that he's in, the placing of his stocks. Now we're seeing that again as Rob in a very disadvantaged situation, once again at the ledge, and not only that, but in the air too. Again, now on the platform and getting hit with the forward air, and in the center of the stage, once again getting hit with that last Nair Checo. I understand that most of the times that CK is struggling to have an interaction, he once he gets it, he's able to capitalize off of it, and I feel like Gen is struggling too. We see a spike? No.
Yeah, Gen, honestly, it's starting to look a little bit desperate, fishing for those backers and being a little bit reckless. And CK has noticed that and pretty much has turned this on his favor. He's got the momentum on his side at this point. But watch out, because Gen trying to extend it with the dash attack does not find it. Good parry, no punish out of that. But finally gets the backer that he's been fishing for the entire game. He gets it, and he's back again on the lead. 90 or 100% already on his side. So CK looking for a single backer to take the stock. But it's going to be Gen once again starting with the Palutena combos with the aerials. No loops there, but already some good damage for the last stock. If he's to lose his stock at any second now, being patient, Gen does not get hit by that up smash we've seen before. It takes the stock and it works really well, but Gen starting to look a little bit more patient this time around.
Exactly as it should be. You have to have these type of patience against both of these players. Like, you can't be super hyper aggressive against Palutena, because she would easily solve you out with the dash attack in the back air, and then the lingering hitboxes that Rob has also makes it kind of difficult in order to be able to not be patient. Now we're gonna see an up throw. No, actually we're just gonna be seeing, okay,
he's gonna find it.
Down throw up air. Yeah, no, nice. I that was actually able to kill, so that's something cool. All right, B Hero is actually playing Super Smash Bros. Okay, that's nice. So we're going back to the ledge situation, and once again within those placing CK in the disadvantage. I don't know how many times I've mentioned it, but it's just that every single time that Gen places him in the disadvantage, CK has the worst time of his life whenever he's in that area.
And yeah, and a lot of times it's super hard against characters like Palutena, and Gen is making it work super well. Once again, putting on the pressure on the ledge, trying to make CK have a super hard time to not only come back on the stage, but potentially trying to take the stock just now. The gyro making it hard for Gen though, and CK actually looking like he could potentially take it at this point. He's looking a lot more careful. Let's see. No mix up there. Does not get it. Tries to go for the up smash. Does not connect. The backer, none of those do. Gen has lost the lead that he had, but he's now getting that side B, and that's gonna be enough, and takes the second game, and it's a tight set 1-1.
Wow. I did not expect that explosive flame to hit him all the way over there. Like, out of all the things I expected, that was certainly not one of them. But very well thought out by Gen. He knew that he was out of range, and then just boom, just makes him blow up. That's why you have to be careful against Palutena, because most of the options that she has, she won't use them unless the time is adequate. Like, we have Palutena's, I've seen, like, for example, Shaq use a lot more projectiles in the form of explosive flame, the auto reticle and the such, but Gen didn't really use it up until when it was important. And oh my god, do we have a counter pick? We're seeing Sora in Hollow Bastion, ladies and gentlemen. It seems like CK wanted a bit more of the power of friendship, and now we're going to be seeing it right here in his home stage.
Interesting. I don't think I've seen I don't remember correctly, but I don't think I've seen Sora this weekend so far. But yeah, CK going for the newest character and the last character in Smash Ultimate, which is interesting because I don't know, it's still kind of early from the time that he came out on the game. So I don't know if there's that many people that you could consider that could give Jen enough matchup experience. So maybe CK tried to count on that as part of his counter pick. But Jen so far doing a good work. The percentage is still even. Sora is pretty light though. So Jen putting on the pressure on the ledge is going to mean a lot more in this game.
Course, and I completely agree with that statement, man, because every single time that you see like a Sora, you see that they're very good at evading the pressure, and that's something that first and foremost I have to appreciate. But once they get hit with it, oh my god, right there, very well done by CK. He knows, he's been labbing that type of stuff, and oh, the air dodge read as well. Read it. Doesn't really help out, but the back throw, that's going to be it. Sora is very, very light and very floaty. A bad combination, if you like, to live past 100%, but then immediately closes it out. This is an even game.
Yeah, this is as even can get. Both of them get the stock super quickly right after the first minute of the game, but CK going far. Of course, we know Sora is going to come back from this. He's got an incredible recovery options with that up B and this side B, but Jen, he's not scared to go off stage and actually do some work out there. Which is surprising, especially, and I think that's very, very respectable, especially against someone like Sora, who you know he's gonna come back any way you put it. So yeah, if any extra hit off stage is gonna do is gonna go super far into this. 95% on CK's side, he's gonna be very careful because knowing Sora is super lightweight. He could be looking at any option to take this stock, like a backer or maybe an edge guard. But yeah, Jenny's fishing for that. He's gonna get the dash attack. No follow-up, just there to get the backer. And this is dangerous now for CK because Jen on the ledge has been super dangerous so far.
However, it seems like he is able to get off unscathed, and what I've seen Jen not actually be able to do is react to the fact that side B hits him while he's still on the stage, and even though he's not on the ledge. Oh, with the Thundaga trying to get him right there, but no, unfortunately, just places it wrong. Now we're seeing again in a situation where he is struggling to kill this Sora, which is not something you see every day. Like, he's already 127%. He doesn't actually hit the upset. The Dragon Ball Z moment, none of them die, but they both make it back to the stage, and just CK recycling everything. But man, why would you air dodge straight into the explosive flame? Even though Jen is in the lead, I still see that he's having quite a good amount of trouble dealing with this Sora.
But yeah, I mean, so far taking some good damage. Watch out, that could have been it. It's not enough just yet. Guess the Nair, I think. But I mean, Jen honestly has been doing a great job with those explosive flames with this side because he has not spammed those. So it doesn't surprise me that CK actually gets surprised and gets caught off by those every time he's hit.
Once again, I see that CK is struggling a little bit more in regards to, like actually understanding what he has to do. He just stood there menacingly. He just stood there, didn't do anything about it. And that caused again to shake. That's why he rolled back. But bueno, entonces, we're going right back into the match. He barely evades that explosive flame. And now, Jesus Christ, that dash attack is so fast. He did it point blank, man. And the thing is, it's so good to be able to do it point blank that he knows that it's almost unpunishable in general. Once again, the Thundaga making itself present within the arts, the magic right there. And you have to be careful because that down tilt could be it. Why? I've never ever seen that down tilt kill like it did right now.
Interesting. I mean, he rolled right into it though, and Jen let it rip twice, so it worked out for him nicely, and he's on the lead now. We're gonna see here 137%. I mean, that's plenty of percentage, and especially with Sora being light, it doesn't surprise me that much. But yeah, Jen doing a great work in this game. We saw how with the backer he takes the first stock, but just as quickly CK finds his way with the upper and takes the stock just as fast. And then on this, the DBZ moment, as you mentioned it, Jen doing a good work with the double side B actually, when we're gonna actually get straight into game 4. This is game 4. Jen looking to move on to the next round in the bracket, while CK is gonna try to take this into a game 5 situation.
Naturally, Jen understands that he doesn't want this to extend more than it has to. Now we're going into Town and City. I really don't know about this pick for both of these. Well, I mean, it benefits and it doesn't really help them out too much in regards to living more, but it helps them out whenever it comes to killing easier, taking those stocks. So I have to agree, but I mean, it is Palutena, and Rob, both of the characters that we're talking about. So I really don't know about this. Once again, we're going back into the stage where Jen is within the ledge, placing himself in a disadvantage state, easily getting back out. And once again, the stage wants to see. Now we're seeing both of the stages that can move, both of the platforms that can move towards the center, and they're not static anymore. So we have to be careful with Jen. Please pop the balloon, bro.
Oh,
pop
no
the balloon,
one has
man.
popped the balloon.
Please pop the balloon, bro.
We've been asking for that since yesterday, and no one has done it, and it hurts. But I mean, you can see they're focused on the bag. They're chasing the bag. Jen looking like he's in danger. I mean, both of them realistically. But it's gonna be Jen trying to find those once again. Hasn't been able to get any single one of the confirms with Palutena on this game 4, and CK barely avoiding all of those so far around. He's gonna get the counter. Barely does anything actually. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I mean, it is the multi-hit. It was like the first hit of the counter, so I guess that's something that can be understandable. But Jen, once again, trying to get hit with the, hitting with the dash attack, and then trying to kill, that platform whenever it maneuvers up. That's a very dangerous spot to be in. It's the balloon.
They're not gonna.
1%. Oh, wait, whoa, going all the way out for
Wow.
there. And he still makes it back. Jen with the knowledge of percent. Is that going to be it? Oh my god. He has him in a very, very awkward disadvantage.
Oh!
That could have been another stock they could have lost, but oh my god. Okay, dog throw finally kills.
He barely avoided that last up air with the air dodge, because Jen knew that if he were to connect, that would have been the stock right there. But CK hanging out for life, 94% already in his side, and Jen looking comfortable once again in the ledge, trying to cover all of the options. He's gonna get the grab, he's gonna get the follow-up with the backer, and finally finds it, gets the stock, and this is a very important lead for Jen, coming into what potentially could be CK's last stock of the bracket.
Of course, and we're seeing that he's hanging on to it like it meant his life, and it really quite does. Right there with the drag down, but Jen constantly and consistently making this and living hell for him. But no, oh my god, is that gonna? No, that's not gonna be it. But no jump. Okay, Jen barely makes it back, but still, this was something very important. It's not about necessarily taking the game right there, but it was about sending a message that he can and he will sacrifice his own stock in order to take his. We're seeing right there, CK has to make this stock count, because you never know when this opportunity could repeat itself. And as we're seeing, constantly Jen right there trying to bait out an attack, and yet barely makes him back to the stage. But oh my god, every single time that CK has had a moment to interact, Jen just immediately swipes it back, not already taking the damage, but still shifting the momentum in his favor.
Yeah, it actually looks to be like, oh, they did it! They finally popped the balloon, dude! Let's go! But oh no, not like this, dude. You put yourself into that trouble. Yeah. Jen has gotten so consistent over this set, and he finally finds it after that single mistake from CK, gets the classic confirm, ends it with the backer. So yeah, that's gonna seal it. Jen is gonna be moving into the next round on the bracket. But yeah, CK put on a great fight. There we go. The magic moment, it finally happened. It had to be on the last game where they popped the balloon, but that gyro kind of messed him up. He did not grab the ledge, and that seals the deal pretty much. So yeah, Jen takes the win 3-1.
Not gonna lie, that was a pretty good set. Like, I understand how CK could have been struggling. Palutena is a very difficult matchup for a lot of both of the characters. I'm not gonna lie, the ones that he played, both Rob and Sora, is a very difficult matchup, because Palutena can simply stuff you out in every single